mueve por favor, que como nos lo cargamos. No, espera, no hagas con eso, por favor.
Bueno, sácalo.
Dámelo. Que qua se qualcuno rompe qualcosa lo rompo io.
Vai.
Ok. Così dopo fa capitare. So here we are in my space in Lambrate. This is called Spazio Hayon, and we're presenting the news of the things for the Salone. Important thing is this exhibition is divided into on one side we have the projects that we have done, which are more like the collaborations with the companies we like and we've done during the year, with not only new versions of the pieces, but also very new pieces for Bossa, for Tradition, different companies. On the other hand, we've got research, and we focus on three companies. One is KDDI, in which we're showing a phone. The other one is a watch that we have for a new company which I own, which is called Orolog, with a friend of mine from Australia, Swiss made, and then we have a chair for Tradition, which is from Copenhagen. Now, I'm gonna show you how these happen, okay? So, first thing is that I've never made a phone in my life, so this is a new thing. This was my first sketch. You have to imagine how much I love Lambrate because I put my original sketchbook, you know, which is not a copy or a fake. This is when it was Christmas time, so I even said Happy Christmas. This is me and my wife. You know? So anyway, the sketch we see it. We started sketching this project in 3 years ago. So, which was, it evolved a lot because technology is very complicated, right? So the idea was always to go back instead of advancing, which is, you would say, a phone should be always advancing, but in this case it isn't. Because the idea is that these people own, they're one of the biggest providers in Japan, they're called AU, and they own a very big technological company. Therefore they're very ahead and they even sell technology to the biggest companies. What I wanted is to go back, which is not advancing in technology, but doing justice, which are done, which we lost. So for example, to look at the clock, was one of the gestures I wanted to conserve. I wanted to add a clock to it, not for aesthetic reasons, but also for the idea of saving battery, for instance. It's like a simple thing. When I met them, they told me, you know, some of the reasons we save more battery, you know, people would save batteries is that, you know, people look at the phone all the time and they look at the watch. And I said, well, let's put watching it, you know, so that's an idea. I wanted to put, it's funny because, well, these show you that, but for example, this one showed the idea of having a thermometer in it. But then obviously, what happened in the reality is that if we wanted to put a thermometer in it, it would have been very complex because this is very near where the real battery fits. Therefore, the battery would have heated too much and it would have made nonsense a thermometer. The nice thing of the phone is that it's already protected. You know, it would have a rubber silicone area. Actually, this is exactly the real one. It even works on all the pushes. It feels the same. It weighs the same. The only thing, we don't have the technology element in it, which we're showing here in this way. This, the funny thing of the use, obviously, is that for instance, what I mean about going back, I said, like, you know, you will have a thing like a radio in which you could scroll the system. On the other hand, there's a funny element. For instance, you could set up the clock, you know, or the alarm analogically, but it would sound technologically because it would go beep, beep, beep. So it's a kind of a funny element. Another thing was that the people that were doing this business, and this is a phone from Japan, they've lost a lot of market because all the phones we have today, they're all with no hole to put anything. Therefore, I thought, why not coming back to the hole again and being able to play a little bit with them. The phones come with this very old school leather system. The nice thing of it is that this obviously fits in it, you know, and it closes this way. You know, you have that like that. That's your phone, and it has the holes to make the thing. It has the strap outside. There's something missing though, and I'm telling you that because we're doing this video. is that there's a smile here. I'm gonna put stitch because it looks like a face, right? It's like the nose and the eyes. But I have to do it. I haven't done it yet. But this is a process exhibition, therefore it's fine to have it like that. So this goes like this. This fits in there. Obviously, and now I'm looking at the fun of it, but I've been 3 years researching a lot to make this happen. The microchip system, it's looking like this. It's very delicate. You have the camera, which is as small as that, even though it has a very high resolution, and everything goes around it to compose the block. Right? The most important thing of it is that I wanted a phone that fits the person that uses. So for example, if you are, let me see if I see a lady that could fit. Vieni qua un attimo. Insomma, sì. Per esempio, per lei, che è giovane, carina, a lei andrebbe bene un colore così. No? It would be good for her, a color like that. Because it is the type of her that if you have someone dressed more elegant, with more age, then we will go, so, you know, we will go for a completely different color. It would be something like, you know, maybe you can see someone that can fit this one. Well, I can fit this one actually. So this is a more elegant version, very simple, thin. The nice thing, come here, you, that I want you in my video. Come here, 1 second. This is my choice. Look, just hold it 1 second. The nice thing, you can feel the rubber. So you have the rubber system. So this is how it's resolved. It's kind of like you have the rubber area, you've got the camera, and then you've got the wheel, and it fits. Ready? Questa è la verità. This is the real weight of it. And it works with the frontal. See now? It goes with the frontal. But this is how it works. Nice thing is like the screens will be lowering down in here, and you will have a curve to it, you know, which is quite an innovation in the market of cell phone. And this will be sensitive casing, so when you touch it, you'll have the menu appearing and all these things. So this is how it works. So this is for the gentleman. Supposedly this more stylish, colorful person will go for something like that. I mean, I like this one actually. And they're all made in aluminium. So, you know, I don't know if I fit it today, but I kind of like this one. But this is how it would be resolved. It's very, very thin. Everybody wants things to be thin today. So what I do is like put 2 layers of this thickness. Therefore, it gives a sensation of thickness. Nice thing is that because of this rubber area, it grabs really well, and it's nice and comfortable to hold. I'm pretty happy about it.
How resistant?
Huh?
Quanto resistente?
In which way? But abbastanza, like quite a lot, because like almost every phone breaks on the sides. So you have a separation of it, so it will be alright. In the final version, we would even protect this area. This round thing, which edges, it will be a donut, which will be protected. Though the solution was tending to be the most effective as possible. Then this I won't even touch it because it's so delicate. But this is a very nice technology they own, and it's a router charger, and it transfers things wirelessly. So it's it has 2 positions, and it's based on the same thing. It's 2 elements that unite in aluminium into a rubber area, which is in the center. This is the antenna, which will you know, exchange data to it, and it will be a router with no cable and a charger at the same time. What you do is that you fold it, you put it flat, and you put the element to charge in it. You know, this is how it works normally. So yeah, so from the sketch to the piece, you can see everything here. On the other side, obviously, these are prototypes. As I said, this is the process, but here you can see a little bit of how the software will work. It's this is the actual screen we will place in there, the same type of microchip. The applications have different sizes. They go on monochrome when you put them together. So that's a nice thing. So for example, if you have a picture like that, it all goes a little bit black, a little bit, it takes the colors of the pictures you use. And you've got, of course, calendars, which are bigger and things like that. The email, weather, all the things you need on the phone. But it's all kind of composed in a Tetris way. It's called the Tetris system. So this is it. This is the project.